In this video, we will demonstrate and discuss best practices for quality checking parasitic wasps. Note that these methods are only meant to provide an approximation of package totals and may not be as accurate as a quantitative assessment done by the supplier in a scientific laboratory. Always keep good records when conducting any quality checks on biologicals. It is a good idea to create a standard record sheet that makes note of the species name, package size or type, date received, and the company batch number. Record the date you initiated quality testing, the method used, the number of samples taken, the number of biocontrol agents counted, and any other observations on the appearance and performance of the product. Parasitic wasps for aphids such as Aphidius and Aphelinus are shipped as loose mummies in vials. When you receive your shipment, place a vial from each batch number into a separate fine mesh screen cage and open the lids. Also place a small piece of cotton wool drenched with sugar water or a few drops of diluted honey in each cage as a food source for emerged adults. Place the cages in a shaded area in the greenhouse and count the emerged adults every day as you aspirate them into a vial. Record the daily counts on your record sheet. Immediately release the adults in the aspirator into the greenhouse near your problem areas. The adults will emerge within a few days of receiving the shipment. Diglyphus isaiah, a parasitic wasp for leaf miner, is shipped as loose adults in a vial. Shipments of Diglyphus isaiah should be quality checked and released as described for Aphidius and Aphelinus. Because Diglyphus are shipped as adults, they will start to emerge as soon as the vial is open and can be counted immediately. Parasitic wasps for whitefly such as Encarsia formosa and Eretmoceras species are shipped as pupae glued to cardboard hooks or loose pupae in blister packs. When handling the cards, be careful not to touch the area that the pupae are glued to, as you may dislodge or damage them. When you receive your shipment, select at least 3 cards from the package. Count the number of empty pupae on each card using a microscope, and write this number directly on the card with a marker. Also record this information on your record sheet. Place the cards in the crop, making sure to place the card in a way that the parasitoids can easily emerge. Mark the location of these cards using colored flagging tape so you can easily find them again. Collect the cards after 2 weeks and count the number of empty pupae on each numbered card again. Calculate the number of parasitoids that emerged from the cards by taking the difference between the final count of empty pupae and the initial count when you first began quality control. Multiply the average emergence per card by the number of cards in the package and compare this number to the amount on the package label. You can find a link to a PDF showing the calculations in the video description below. For an alternative method to quality check parasitic wasps on cards or in blister packs, place 3 of the cards into a separate, screened-in container. Add a piece of yellow sticky card into the top of each of the containers. Place the container in a shaded area of the greenhouse for 2 weeks. Then, count the number of adults that emerged and are stuck to the sticky cards. An even distribution of adults on the cards suggests good flight capability. Multiply the average emergence per card by the number of cards in the package, and compare this number to the amount on the package label. To check your crop for signs of aphid parasitoid activity, find an area with known aphid activity and look for swollen and immobile mummies. Aphid mummies will be black if you're using Aphelinus, or golden if you're using Aphidius species for aphid control. To look for signs of Diglyphus parasitization of leaf miner, look for greenish-blue or black pupae in the leaf mine under a microscope. Emerged Diglyphus leave round emergence holes in the leaf, whereas leaf miner leave crescent-shaped holes. To check for signs of Encarsia and Eretmoceras activity in your crop, examine the underside of leaves for parasitized whitefly pupae. Unparasitized whitefly pupae are white, and Eretmoceras parasitized whitefly are yellow or tan in color. Greenhouse whitefly parasitized by Encarsia are black, whereas Bemisia whitefly will appear black and yellow.